So obviously when it comes to cream contouring, the most important thing is making sure that you have a really good primer. Usually I use my Dr. Pores No More primer, but I have it packed away because I am leaving back to Georgia this week. If you want to know all about my traveling right now, what's going on, make sure that you guys are checking out my vlog so you guys know what's going on. Within the next couple weeks, I will be leaving for my new job on a trip to Georgia. So if you want to know how I pack things in a carry-on so that way it can go through TSA, let me know and I will show you guys how I pack my makeup and all that stuff. So first thing is first is a primer, so that's number one. So today I'm just going to be using this Pores No More by Benefit. So this whole process I'm going to speed it up because the process of this video that I really want to focus on is the cream contouring and what to use. So I'm just going to fly through it. I'm just going to fly through this, show you guys the primer. So that is number one. So I haven't even filmed the video for a long time, so if you guys see me using this palette as a mirror, I haven't showed you guys this palette, but I will be using it today. Look at all these beautiful colors. My girlfriend bought this for me for Christmas. I haven't done a video since Christmas. Can you guys believe it? But this is the Violet Voss Pro Ride or Die palette. Around Christmas, it was on sale for $75. And then it was on sale for like $50. So this was totally worth it. It has all the colors that you need. It has your neutrals, it has your cranberries, it has your browns, it has your oranges, your golds, your silvers. This palette is what I love to use on the go. So primer first. My T-zone area, because that's where I get really oily and that's where I really want my product to stick all day and not get oily, especially around this area where the contour is going to be going. Also, if you guys want to know how I keep my teeth nice and white, make sure that you guys check out my next video on what I use for teeth whitening. I know on my skincare video I showed you, but I am using a new technique, and also I am also pairing up with another company that had reached out to me to use their product, and that's all I've been using for my teeth, and they are white as hell. So make sure that you guys check that out so that way you guys can see how I've been keeping my teeth nice and white. Well, the second thing that's mostly important is finding a great foundation that you know a cream contour is going to slide on nicely, and the way that you know that is by anything that's like medium to full coverage. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Beauty foundation, and this is in the shade 300, and this is the Pro Filter foundation. This was a favorite of mine. I'm actually going to shake it up because I haven't used it in a long time, but I'm kind of like tan because we just came back from Jamaica, so I'm hoping this shit turns out to be my color. And if it doesn't, we will work with it, and I will also show you guys how using a foundation that's lighter than your skin can be okay sometimes, because when you cream contour or even powder contour, you can make it your color. So if you guys want to see, let's put this shit on. Let's see. So to apply this, I'm not going to be using a beauty blender. You're more than welcome to. I usually use the Real Technique sponges, the orange ones. But today I decided I wanted to use this Morphe E7 brush. So I'm going to start off by applying this onto my face after applying my primer. Okay, so after my foundation is on, one thing you guys have to understand when doing a cream contour is that you cannot put any setting powders or anything till after you're done. If you guys hear any jingling, my dog is in here. Where is she? Alright, anyways. So you want to make sure you're not putting any powders or anything on top of your foundation until you're done. So now we're going to be applying this highlight. So I'm just going to be using this concealer by Tarte, and this is in the shade Light Medium. As you can see, it's very full coverage, and it's also super light, but it's gonna help like balance out everything in the end, and you guys will see that. So I'm going to be using this Morphe E20 brush to blend that out. And after I use the brush, I'm going to be using this little sponge, and this is from Real Techniques, and I'm going to apply this Mario Badescu spray. So basically why I'm doing this is to bring back moisture to my skin and to also kind of like blend out the contour. So it looks crazy right now. Not the contour, the highlight. It looks crazy right now, but watch how effortlessly this blends out once I use the sponge. So you just want to like pounce it into the skin. Making sure that it blends effortlessly, and then you're going to go ahead and use more spray just to like kind of make sure that the sponge is nice and wet and damp. So for the contour itself, I'm going to be using this 5-piece oval cosmetic set, which is just a regular brush set, and this is from Juicy Couture. These brushes replicate the I forget what brand they are, but I'm going to link them down below. Also find this same exact brush on Amazon, I believe, and also eBay. I bought this at Ross, and these brushes are freaking amazing. They have a nice metal handle on them. They're not plasticky. They're nice and heavy, and I love them. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to cream contour using the oval brush set. And now these are the best when it comes to cream contour because I feel like it blends it out very, very flawlessly. So I'm going to be trying these out, and I will show you guys how to use them. So these are cruelty-free brushes. This includes a foundation brush, a blush brush, a concealer brush, a eyeshadow brush, and also a precision brush. So it has all these different brushes that you can use to cream contour. So this one I would mostly use to kind of blend out my concealer, but I did kind of dab it down with a wet beauty sponge. So in today's video, I'm going to be using the smaller one to cream contour with. So for cream contour, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Cream Kit. This is an oldie but such a goodie. I barely cream contour, but since I've started, I've used this one, and I've also used the Fenty Beauty Stick one. This one right here, and this one is in the shade Truffle. So basically you can use this and dip it in some oil and then create your cream contour. But instead of using this one, I'm going to show you how to use this one. Now some people are afraid to cream contour, but one thing that you need next is, after highlighting, you can use one of these to highlight, but I like to use the Tarte Shape and Tape cream, light to medium concealer. This is the one I like to use instead of these. So now to cream contour, this is actually the Yes to Marigold Calm and Soothing Oil. It's just a regular oil that you can use. You can use any type of oil to kind of warm up the cream contour. So today I'm going to be using this middle shade right here because it has some warm gray undertones, which kind of makes your cream contour look more natural rather than me using like a really brown brownie, because then it looks too muddy. So I'm going to apply some of the oil on top of here. So I'm just going to take some oil, bring it down a little bit, and then I'm going to start by applying like 2 drops. I'm going to take the brush and I'm going to kind of rub it into the mixture. Now it's going to warm up the product more, and it's going to apply more on my brush rather than being very dry. So I'm going to pick some up. Now when you want to do your cream contour, you want to focus it kind of like where your ear meets all the way down to the corner of your mouth. Some people like to do it this way, but I like to bring it straight down. So you want to have like a hollow of your cheek, so, and it's right there, so. Just like that. I'm going to do the same thing to this side. And then on the top. I'm going to be taking this more precise brush right here, and I'm going to use this to contour my nose. I basically have lip injections. Take this bigger kind of like foundation over brush, and then I'm just going to blend out the contour on top of my head. So after the cream contours are blended out, then I'm going to be setting it. So the first thing I'm going to do is be using this Park Ave Princess contour kit from Tarte, and my girlfriend got me this for Christmas, and I actually really love the formula of all of these powders. So this is how it looks. Beautiful, and they have different types of undertones, more grayer, more browner, and then it comes with these two that you can set your highlight with. So I'm going to be using this Enhance shade right here to kind of brighten up my under eyes. Now I like to use a flat brush so that way I can get into all the areas that is going to be hard for me. And then I'm also going to be setting my eyelids a little bit, but just setting up this portion of my face. Now you can use a more thicker powder. You can use a translucent powder like this one that I use by Too Faced, or you can do the same thing and use one of these. Now I purposely like using these when I cream contour sometimes because I feel like when I take pictures it doesn't do much of a flashback. The Too Faced one does. So I just like to use the powders that I know is not going to give flashback or anything like that. So I'm going to be using a fluffy brush, and this is from the Real Techniques multitask brush, and I'm going to be using this shade Crown and this Princess Cut. And I'm just going to focus it right here for now. I'm going to take another brush and blend it out more. And to give it a more chiseled look, I'm going to take this same light shade right here. It's super important to really blend out your contour because you don't want it to look muddy, but if you want it to look more precise, you can add some baking powder on the bottom to give it a more sharper look. But now I'm going to be applying my blush, and I'm going to be using this Too Faced blush, which is one of my favorites, and this is in the shade How Deep Is Your Love. And I'm going to be using my e.l.f. blush brush, I believe, or contour brush. And then I'm going to use this smaller oval brush, and I'm going to use this to set my nose contour. With the idea of you, 'cause I'd cross a million seas, would you do that for me? Yeah, I'd fly this whole world twice if I could be your paradise. Only 'cause we never say what we think, waiting for the perfect way. Time zone speak, got me on delay, 'cause across a million seas, would you do that for me? Goddamn world 3 times, and I'd run all the red lights across a million seas just to have you next to me. Paris and Tokyo, I go where I have to go. Screw geography. For lashes, I use these Bellamy times Dove ones, and these are in the shade, I always say shape Muse, and these are Dove times Bellamy lashes. To apply some Stila glitter on top of this. Then last but not least, apply this highlighter from Dose of Colors, one of my favorites that I just always wear, and this is Mírame. And then I'm going to set my face using this little MAC Mini Fix Plus spray, and this is the rose one. So for lips today, I'm going to be using the Kylie Gloss, and this is in the shade Naughty. So that right there completes this how to cream contour tutorial. You guys do not have to wear this bold red lippy. I just decided to wear it just to keep in vibes with the past Valentine's Day look. But I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. As you guys know, cream contour is all over Instagram. It's one of the biggest trends in the past 2017, and I'm sure it's going to continue to be a trend because it's something that is just always going to be in our makeup routines. But one thing that you guys can see is that in some other videos when people do cream contour, they use a more brown type of cream contour. Now I like to use one that has more of a gray undertone because it looks more natural, and you can always make it more brown depending on the powder bronzer that you apply on top of it. So you don't always have to use a very dark cream contour to achieve a nice chiseled look. Depending on the type of shade range that you choose is the type of look that you're going to get. So if you use a more brown type of dark brown cream contour, then sometimes it can look too much overdrawn. But if you use one that has a gray undertone in it, it'll look more natural, and people won't really know that it's a fake chiseled cheek or a nice cut nose that looks like basically you just got snatched. Or your lips, for instance, if you use too dark of a lip underneath, it'll look dirty. So you kind of have to find your right shade, and the shade Contour Cream Kit by Anastasia I used was medium to dark. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope that you guys enjoyed your Valentine's Day. Please do not forget to subscribe, follow me on Instagram, and also watch my Jamaica vlog, and also watch my how to keep my teeth white, which is a collaboration that I did with Hi Smile, and I will show you guys their Instagram, so make sure that you guys check out that video. That video will also be in the description box below. So I will see you guys later.
Yeah, I'd fly this whole world twice if I could be a